Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So I'm reading for Capricorn energy for Thursday. For some reason the timing is important. So I'm going to show you, I'm reading on, maybe you don't need to see the picture of my own stupid face. I am reading on Monday the 14th of March, and you can see that your song is A Little Bit of Respect by Wheatus. Give a little respect to me. I also channeled Out of the Blue. Again, it's one of these songs that come through middle of the night. I kind of wake up and I've got a song blasting in my head. Jessie by Joshua Kaidson. So it's that Jessie, paint a picture about how it's gonna be. Something about a house by the sea, which has come through a couple of times. Getting a lot of intuitive messages. I also got we're going on a bear hunt. You know, like we're going on a bear hunt. We're not scared. Some of you are, you're keeping really bad company at the moment. Like, I don't know if it's you or somebody around you, but like, I'm kind of getting that Lana Del Rey song, if you lay down with dogs, you'll get fleas. And this energy of like hanging out with people who you know aren't good for you, right? Probably don't have your best interests at heart. They bring out your worst qualities. I don't know. I've got this horrible feeling as well of like, you know, you're going to do what you're going to do, and you know what, it's your life. If you want to make mistakes, you're going to make mistakes. So I don't know if this is somebody, I don't know if this is your energy that I'm channeling or like somebody's energy towards you. But I've got like, I've got this feeling of like, do you know what, it doesn't matter what I say, you're going to do it anyway, you know? Like, why are you here watching this reading if you're not going to take my advice? I've got that kind of energy coming off this reading. And I'm sorry, Caps, because normally I have that lovely warm, like, let's sit down, let's have a cup of coffee, you know, like, I can't wait to tell you about my week kind of energy with you. But today it's like, do you know what? It's got that energy. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's you or somebody around you, but the energy is of like, you know, when you've got a friend or something and you keep giving them advice and like they don't listen, or like, you know, you sit down and you talk about their life with them and they say, oh yeah, this person's in my life, you know, maybe like, you know, Jessie, paint a picture. It's like this person who keeps telling you a dream, giving a relationship chance, like chance after chance after chance, it never working out, but then you give them another chance anyway. What was that, 10 times? Somebody had Dieci. It was Annalisa, came through I think as the last reading for the last song for Sagittarius. So this energy of like, yeah, just giving somebody chance after chance, like 10 goodbyes, you know, 10 last goodbyes. And it's that energy of like, you know, when somebody around you is in a relationship that's bad for them, and you sit down with them, you talk about it, they say, yeah, I know, I'm going to break it off. And then the next week, you know, they're off with that person again, and you're like, why? What are they doing? You know, like, why do they keep doing this? It's that kind of energy of like, do you know what? I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore because like, you're not listening to my advice. You're not listening to your own good advice, and you just keep doing it. So I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's you, somebody towards you. But it's got this kind of like, I'm done with this energy. So I don't know. What have we got? Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. I'd give up forever to touch you. You Don't Own Me, which is that old song, You Don't Own Me. But it's like a newer version by SAYGRACE and G-Eazy. So I don't know, there is this kind of like, this player energy around you as well. Like, I don't know, you know, somebody's trying to be a bit cool, a bit hip hop. You know, I'm the coolest, I'm the guy walking into the club, you know. I don't know. I don't like this energy. I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn, and normally I really like your energy and I just don't today. I'm getting this thing through as well for some of you with this kind of blanket energy that I keep picking up on. It's like a veil over the world, or like a web of connectivity. And it came through in somebody's reading. It could have been, I could have talked about it in one of your readings actually. But it was like, I was meditating and I was seeing all, you know, like the domes on top of like, you know, throughout the world, like they're on that like basilica in Russia, they're in like, you know, you see them in like the Middle East, you see them in India, you know, those dome shaped roofs, like I call them like onion domes, and like they were all making noise, they were all like vibrating with a frequency. So I keep getting this on and off. I've had it for a long time. I think you get physics a lot in your readings. So it could be connected to your energy. Somebody could be a physicist or really interested in physics or really good at physics. Maybe somebody studied physics. But this thing about like sound and vibration. So sometimes it comes through like when you play music near water and it makes the ripples. But it's like that energy of like the right note, the right sound, and energy. You know, sort of like they show me like how a cat, like they say that the way a cat purrs, it's at a certain frequency that can actually heal the body. Like I think they've done research about like cancer cells and cat purrs and stuff. There's something like medically healing about cat purrs. Like they have a certain frequency. So sound is something that's healing. Sound is something that is part of creation. So I saw an advert on YouTube for some documentary series, and I thought that's kind of what I've been picking up on. So you know how these old monoliths in like Egypt and stuff they say like the pyramids used to like sing, you know, like, or certain creations, even if it's natural creations or like man-made creations, like the wind moving through them would make them hum or sing. So there's something like that. It's like the right frequency, the right notes. This comes through quite often in my readings, but it's coming through again for you, where it's like the way that sound makes vibrations. Hello, Mr. Crow. The way that sound makes vibrations or patterns, it's like the patterns that you find in nature. You know, it's like the pattern of a flower. You know, if you look at the ripples, it's like the patterns you find in nature. It's like physics. It's like or geometry, right? Sacred geometry. There we go. I got there in the end. Which is interesting. There's a link with you and Libra, because Libra was getting a lot of like kaleidoscope energy, and it's kind of the images that they're showing me are kind of similar. And there's something to do with this this King of Swords energy that's been coming through, who's been coming through as this kind of like starman, and it feels like this starman, this physicist energy is coming through in your reading as well. So I don't know what that is, but there you go. It's for whoever it's for. What else have we got? The web could be a web of lies. I am getting that somebody's lying. Again, it's that energy of like, why are you lying? Scorpio had this. Again, there's different Capricorns coming in. Some messages are going to resonate, some aren't. Just take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. If you know, check out your other placements, all that business, like and subscribe, all that stuff. Okay, but like Scorpio had this thing about calling somebody out. Why are you lying? Like, what, you know, just say what you need to say. What, you know, it wasn't even lying, it was like silence. You know, when somebody has something to say and they're not saying it, and it's like the elephant in the room. It's like, just say it. So yeah, it's like this, like maybe somebody's been quiet because they don't want to lie. You know, it's like, if you ask me, I'm going to have to lie, so I'd rather not say anything at all. Something like that coming through. Something about the other side. Something about, some of you have been knocked down. Again, this like lying down with dogs and you'll get fleas energy. Like getting yourself into, or it could be someone around you again. Like somebody getting themselves into a group of people that's like, you know, like they're not good people to associate with, you know, like slightly criminal, you know, like gang kind of energy, with like the rapper kind of coming through. Not that every rapper is in a gang. I don't want to stereotype or anything. I'm just trying to explain the energy, the frequency that I'm getting through for this. Like it's I don't know, it's like trying to impress the wrong people, and you know, and then getting entangled in it, like this web energy again. It's sticky. So I got this thing of like trusting the wrong people and getting taken advantage of, or like putting your faith in the wrong people and getting knocked down. You know, that energy of like, oh, I got played. I realise now I got played by these people. Again, with Wheatus and a little respect, just give me a little bit of respect here. Like, they're not going to respect you, perhaps. I don't know. It depends who you're dealing with. But this group that I'm picking up on, like, they're in it for the money, I'm hearing. Like, they're gonna, you know, they're the sort of people who'll just stab you in the back, you know, if it benefits them. They don't care. So I got like the you did get knocked down, Cappy. You did get taken advantage of. You know, you weren't smart enough, right? You didn't see the game they were playing until it was too late. But now it's like they keep giving me round 2, fight. I can't do it. I can't do the voice. Round 2, fight. It's Street Fighter, I think. Fight. Sorry, I keep hearing it. So it's like round 2, fight. So it's like dusting yourself up, getting back on your feet. Like they're showing me boxing gloves. Like getting back up on your feet, getting your boxing gloves back on and being like, oh, now I know the game, right? Yeah, I got knocked down. Like Batman's coming through as well now again, because it keeps coming through because I'm obsessed. Because collectively there's a lot of people watching it, so it keeps coming through in my readings. But like, why do we fall down? Why do we fall down, Bruce? So we get back up. So we learn to get back up. So it's like you you got knocked down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. There's a lot of intuitive stuff coming through here. Sorry, I'm a bit scattered because I'm getting a lot of information quite quickly. So you get knocked down, you dust yourself off, you get back up again, and you recognize you learned a lesson there. It's like figuring out how the other person fights, right? So it's like, oh yeah, they're the sort of person to throw a sucker punch. Oh, that's the game they're playing. So it's like you can get back in the game, but you are you're smarter now, right? What are they playing? Do it stronger, faster, smarter. What don't kill me, it only makes me harder. What's that song? I don't know. You'll get it or you won't get it, right? It's either you're reading or it's not your reading. I don't know. Right, let's get you some clarifiers. So again, to help you know if this is your reading or not. So it could spell out. I'm going to get you some Scrabble tiles. It's going to be 5. It's going to be like Wordle, right? You have to figure out what the word is. But I'm seeing 1111 on the timestamp. So it may be your initials. It may be the initials of a person. It may make you think of a certain word. It may... Whatever pops into your head, okay, roll with it. Use your intuition when I pull out these letters. If you're getting absolutely nothing, might not be your reading. Maybe wait until I pull a few cards and see how it goes. But oh, if it helps as well, I'm really getting pulled to the Wild Unknown deck. I've got all 3 Wild Unknown decks out for you. So Wild Unknown, again, going on a bear hunt could be something. Oh, I've also got here as well, again, with this physicist energy, this is what I'd already written down for you. And again, it's Albert Einstein. So again, with this physicist energy that keeps coming up. So I believe it's a quote by him. I don't know. Don't Google it. Right? That's Santara. Don't Google it. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. So what are you, Capricorn? Again, weak people revenge. So what I take from this is revenge. The people who seek revenge, the people who want I am vengeance, right, are normally people who have some kind of shadow work to do because, you know, maybe they feel offended, maybe something has been triggered within them. And it's that energy of like, I need to knock you down because you knocked me down. And it's weak, it's an impulse, it's base. So to me, it's like, it shows weakness. If somebody wants revenge, it shows weakness because they're letting that other person hold power over them. It's like, I have to revenge this. Do you see what I mean? It's like you're giving your power away because you're constantly thinking about, how do I knock this person back down? You know, they've offended me, so how do I offend them? It's cheap, it's weak, it's giving your time and energy into something that you don't even like, right? So why are you doing it? It's weakness. Strong people forgive. Yeah, they do. It's like this sort of people who take people back, you know, maybe you've got a family member who keeps on making a mistake, again, kind of coming through that Scorpio energy. You know, if you've got the strength to forgive someone and keep supporting them, even though they're doing the wrong thing, yeah, brilliant, you're a strong person. You know, and if you're strong enough to forgive somebody, again, you know, forgiveness is divine. That's great. Intelligent people ignore. So this to me is saying, you have so much energy, right? You have so many, again, Albert Einstein is all to do with energy, right? He's like the atomic element thingies, I don't know. So it's like you have so much energy. There's only so much energy that we can give. There's only so much time we have in this world. So if you're wasting your time on, I don't know, plotting revenge, if you're giving your energy and thoughts away to somebody who doesn't deserve it, then you're just depleting yourself in a negative way. So the intelligent thing to do is to recognize that you only have so much time, you only have so much energy, and it's better to focus on building yourself up than knocking someone else down. Because you know, there's always going to be people in the world. There's so many people in the world. If you went around trying to you know, have vengeance on everybody who ever offended you or made you feel weak or made you feel small or made you feel like powerless, that's a lot of people, right? So it's like, rise above it, be better than that. Focus on you, focus your time, your energy, your resources on you and being the best that you can be. And if you're constantly thinking about somebody in a negative way, it's draining you, right? It's draining your life force energy. So intelligent people ignore, rise above it, which I saw you doing actually. You've had that for a couple of weeks. Right, Scrabble. Okay, you've got why. Or it could be a yes. Number 4 could be relevant to you. It's also the thorn I'm getting, which is unusual for this to come through, but it's in Old English. There was a letter that, or a symbol, a letter that looked like a Y, but it was actually called a thorn, and it was TH. So, you know, when people say ye old English pub, it's actually the Old English pub, because the Y is a th sound. So the Old English pub, there's no ye. Ye isn't a word, right? A, yes, queen. Young man, what, youth association, something like that. Young man. But what you're getting, Al. Maybe you know someone who's called Al. You can call me. What is it? You can call me Al. You can call me Betty. What is that? I can't get it. I know the song, but I can't get it. Is it Paul Simon? Allah? Maybe some of you follow that religion. A lot of A's. AAA. Some of you could be AAA members. I don't know. AA. La La Land. Some of you are living in a fantasy world, perhaps, with the that Jessie song that came through. Let's get you some words as well. They're giving me another song. La la la. What is that? It's an old, like, 90s song, I think. No, it's... Okay, no, it's not. But they were giving me... Hosanna. Ooh la la. You broke my heart in Havana. Ooh la la. Is that Rihanna? It's not Rihanna, is it? What is that? You broke my heart in Havana. Ooh la la. I don't know what that is. Flame. Eternal flame. Flamme. Okay, don't know why it's coming out as flamme, but it is. Understand. They're playing Goo Goo Dolls again. I give up forever to touch you. I'll tell you what, the chatty today in your reading. I did ask for the veil to be removed, so... bath. Maybe you just need to have a bath and then you'll understand something. Again, I do a lot of meditation in the bath. It's a good place to... I think, again, something to do with the water, especially running water, is very psychic-y. Okay, message for Caps. There we go. The temple. Go into the temple. The box. The temple and box. You could find some kind of religion very, very confining. You are a card about... You are a... Sorry, a card. You are a sign to do with tradition and structure. So this is talking to me about traditional structures. The box is like a set of belief systems, some things that confine, right? Things that draw boundaries around us. Sometimes this can be very, very... it can provide a sense of security, a place of safety. This is very Capricorn energy, a place of, I understand the rules here. I know where my place is in the world. I trust the box, right? Whatever this is. With the temple, it could be some kind of culture that you've been raised in, some kind of religious beliefs, some kind of dogma. I'm hearing that you follow. You know, it could even be your own personal code of conduct. You know, this is how I conduct myself. These are the rules that I've created for myself. You could have strong Scorpio in your chart. You could have a Scorpio Mars placement, or be dealing with somebody who does. Oh, I'm hearing Virgo as well. So yeah, liking the structure, liking the it's like the Hierophant as well, which is a Taurus card. So general earth sign energy. I like knowing where I stand. I like knowing the rule book. I like the rules of engagement. I'm hearing. I like, so again, it could be like to do with like this game, you know, like I like to know, or this fight, you know, I like to know what is allowed and what isn't allowed. Like you know, I'm getting like, is it MMA fighting? Like mixed martial arts, you know, where they fight in the cage. So it's like you're fighting in a cage, right? And it's like maybe you thought there was something. I'm getting like a funny like sensation here, like maybe somebody's cut themselves here or something. Like what are you doing, Capricorn? What are you doing? Are you like learning martial arts or something? Are you boxing? Why do you feel like you deserve it? Why do you feel like you deserve to be hit in the face? Like, maybe metaphorically for most of you. Why sucker punch? Why do you feel like you deserve the sucker punch? I want to say you don't. But if there's something in you that's like, getting Virgo energy again with like the hero readings, the Batman hero readings that have been coming through. It's like it's my fault. Oh my god, I don't like this. Right, going into it, nobody deserves like this. Could be going into domestic violence realm. Okay, so nobody deserves these things. I want to, you know, whatever I'm about to say, I want to pre thingy it with this, because I was getting you hit me once, you hit me back, I gave a kick, I gave a smack. So somebody could be in a very, very intense relationship, right? There's a lot of passion there, there's a lot of desire there, but it's ultimately toxic, right? It doesn't last. So what, you have like a honeymoon period of a couple of weeks, and then the cycle repeats itself. You know, you're screaming at each other. It's like it doesn't work. Just with that Jessie song. So you got sucker punched, and you feel like you deserve it because you didn't see it coming. It's my fault because I didn't see it coming. I need to train harder. I need to be better. I don't like that energy. It's so opposite to my energy. I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out. So I'm very uncomfortable with that. Again, it feels a little bit more Scorpio of, I'm not going to let this go, or Cancer even, like, I'm going to dig my fingers into this. I'm not going to let it go, claws. I'm in this for the long haul, but it's like trying to make something work and it's not working. Oh, it's really toxic. I don't like this energy, guys. If you're in a toxic situation, if you're in a bad relationship, please reach out for whatever support you need. You know, get out of that. You need to give people space. Especially if there's kids involved, it's not healthy, right? It's not healthy for either of you. And as much as, like, if you love something, set it free, right? If you love something, set it free. So it doesn't matter how much passion and desire is there. What was that Einstein quote? I've lost it now. I've put it down somewhere. It's like intelligent people ignore it. Don't get into a fight. Right, the box and the temple. So yeah, could be feeling very, very confined by some sort of rules or system. You could be praying for a way to get out of this. I'm noticing the temple's a different shape to the box. So you could be two spaces that have a very different feeling, but it's confined. No, it's confining. I'm really getting confining for today. Again, religion can be great. It can provide, or, you know, whatever rules or stability we have in life. It can be very, very, it can provide a place of security. And this is why people stay in toxic situations, because it's like a cult, right? It's like, I know what to expect here. I know that I've got a sense of every day is going to be the same, or like I've got a sense of security. I've got a bed, you know, I've got food here. But, you know, if I walk out the door, don't turn around now because you're not welcome anymore. Sorry, that was one of the first songs that I ever got through. It's like, I will survive. It was like I woke up in the middle of the night and it was like somebody was blaring that song inside my head. It was like there was a radio playing in my head and it was really loud, and it was I Will Survive, and it was like somebody was doing karaoke or something, or playing it and singing along, and they really believed it. They really believed, you know, walk out that door, you're not welcome anymore. I'll survive. I can do it on my own. And I feel like somebody's still in the same situation. It's like, why did I open that door again? It's my own fault. It's my own fault because I opened the door again. I let this person back into my life. It's not your fault, right? I'm channeling what somebody's feeling. I want to say, as me, a person, it's not your fault, right? Okay, so perhaps you should have known better. Perhaps you should have seen it coming, but nobody deserves to be treated badly. You know, that's on the other person. But you can take ownership of your own energy. You can say, you know what, I'm done with this. You know, I'm taking my power back. So now, because what I was seeing was like, this is you praying, and this is like, almost like the signal being blocked. Libra has something like this. It was almost like, suppression, you know, suppression of your dreams and your wishes. Here as well, it's like having to break out this conditioned thinking, Stockholm syndrome, you know, that came through for somebody as well this week in a song. But I'm seeing it as like, almost like grasping the firefly, right? It's almost like this light coming to you and grasping it, you know, this catching something. It's almost like a hope. It's like you're in the box, you're trapped. And then it's like, almost like an orb coming in, right? A little orb coming in and you're catching it. But it's like representing like hope or something is the way it's coming through. Okay, let's keep going. The vision, shared vision. Perhaps you have some kind of psychic gift. You can see, it's like you can see outside of the box. Like you're trapped physically in the box, but you can see outside of the box. Okay. Let's hurry up because we're at 26 minutes. So, Cappy's energy, please. Give me a card for Cappy. Anxiety, yeah, 100%. Yeah, fear, because you don't know what's outside the box, right? You're not happy where you are. You're pulling your own hair out, you know, picking your skin, whatever. Like, trapped there, but scared. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what's outside that conditioned thinking. Attachment, yeah. You could have abandonment issues, attachment issues, so you stay in situations that are toxic, you stay in situations that are bad for you, because, you know, you're scared of losing people, you're scared of being on your own, you're scared of people seeing underneath the mask. Maybe some of you are in a toxic relationship and you hide it, right? You hide it, you wear a mask in public. I don't want anyone to know that my partner's horrible to me, so you put on a fake smile. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's coming through so hard. I don't know why it's coming through so tough. I'm so sorry. But maybe this is it. Maybe somebody needs maybe sympathy isn't what's going to work. Maybe somebody needs a wake-up call. Like, the way my energy comes through, again, it could be your energy. Like, you're dealing with somebody like this and you're saying, look, you've got to get out of that situation. I've had enough. You know, I've had enough of hearing about it. Take off the fecking mask and walk out the fecking door. You know, it's like, it could be your energy. You're telling somebody this. But for some of you, it's you and you need somebody to talk to you in this way. Some of you don't. Again, it's not going to be everybody's reading. I'm channeling right now, so I do not know you personally. I do not know your personal situation. Please get support from suitable services like, you know, Women's Aid. In the UK, we have Women's Aid, we have a shelter, you know, police services, social workers. There's a lot of services, friends, family, you know, open up and speak about it. There are people who can help you, but you need to speak about it. Are you lying to cover up for somebody else? Okay, going back to Scorpio's reading, it was like, what's not being said? Okay, so like, you're not saying it. Why aren't you saying it? You know, it's like somebody asks you a question and you dodge the question, or somebody around you. It's like, well, it's weird that they're not answering this question. It's weird that a Libra had this as well. It's like looking at the darkness, looking at the blind spot, and saying there's something not right there. There's something hidden. There's something. Why can't we see that? So somebody could be lying to cover up for somebody else. Them. Oh God, I'm scared to ask. Them. It could be anyone. It may not be the person you're thinking of. Indecision. Somebody has a choice to make. There's the man holding a coin. Somebody has a choice to make. They're indecisive. They don't know what to choose. They don't know what to do. They don't know what direction to take. Do I take this path? But what if I take this path and it's the wrong path? You know, it's like you can't choose because both are unknown paths. Very Libra energy. I get it. Tell me about Cappy's energy. Leah, caught in a trap. Who had that? Somebody had that wolf on the bottom. But it's in the reverse. So again, I said I was seeing a web of lies, caught in a trap. Caught in a trap, I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Somebody else had that. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? Suspicious minds. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. Mouse. Oh, this feels like me now. Indecision mouse. It's like, hi, it's me. Somebody doesn't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They're scared. They're timid. They're scared. They feel really small. They feel really powerless. They feel really weak. Stood at a crossroads. They don't know what to do. Somebody had, I can't remember who it was now, I'm afraid, but somebody had it could have been Virgo. Somebody had this thing about the tarantula in the reverse, I think it was, and they were getting this lion stuff coming through. I can't remember clearly, like once I've done a reading, I kind of forget about it, but somebody got through the fable, Aesop's fable of the mouse and the lion. And the fable is that the lion was going to eat the mouse. The lion was caught the mouse, was going to eat it, and the mouse said, you know, why would you dishonor yourself with such unworthy prey? You know, I'm such a small, timid thing. Like, why would you bother with me? If you let me go, I'll be your friend. I'll return the favor. And the lion does. The lion lets the mouse go. And then when the lion gets caught in a trap, a hunter's net, the mouse comes along and repays their favor by chewing through the ropes and releasing the lion. So you definitely feel like you're caught in some kind of trap, some kind of net. So this person could be saying, do I free Cappy, or do I walk away? If I free Cappy, are they going to eat me? Or are they going to return the favor? Something like that, I don't know. Giving me strumming my pain with his fingers. And suspicious minds, they've gone back to suspicious minds. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. So the spider, a creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving a thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. Well, that sounds like you, Capricorn. An intricate web that supports you and the people around you, both financially and spiritually. It's hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. But the problem is it's in reverse. And it says, when out of balance, discouraged, tired, and forlorn, and impatient, right? This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-orientated rather than results-orientated. Process-orientated rather than results-orientated, Caps. And soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance flows. So maybe you feel a little bit like, you know, unappreciated with your hard work, or you've put a lot of hard work into something. It's causing a lot of anxiety. Kind of makes me think of the story of, is it Ariadne or Arachne? I get the two mixed up. And she creates tapestries again with this picture, right? Jessie, paint a picture of where we're gonna be. It's like she can weave this Arachne, she can weave tapestries and she can create images. She can create very, very intricate pictures. So it could be talking about the creation energy. Again, going back to what I was seeing with like the right ripples, creating patterns that you see in nature, like the power of creation, the power of manifestation, you know, visualization. So perhaps you're creating an image, projecting an image, just with all this stuff about taking off the mask and lies, right? giving me Dreamweaver. I only know it from Wayne's World. I believe you can get me through the night. So paint a picture. So there's something about Libra again has something similar. They have this thing about bitter and sweet, but not bittersweet. It's like been making the sweet bit, like you've been making the bitter sweet, but the lemons are still lemons, right? It's like you can put sugar on the lemons, but lemons are still lemons. This, you know. So Libra had this thing about like rose tinted glasses or sugar coating something. They had sugar coated iceberg. So I want to say there's something that you've been doing where you've been creating, because Libra was pushing through a veil. Libra was opening the curtains and seeing something clearly, right? And I want to say that you have been creating the veil. You've been drawing the curtains. Again, not necessarily with the Libra, but it's like how you're playing in this collectively. Like you've been creating a veil. You've been creating a. They're showing me like like at a theatre. Have you ever been to like an old theatre where the backdrop comes down and it covers? So it's like you've created a backdrop, which is covering what's truly happening behind the scenes, with like a pretty picture. It's got this energy of someone walking in, like somebody walking in and seeing the truth of the situation. Like someone coming backstage and being like, oh, they're showing me, if you know the gif of the guy walks into a room with a pizza and everything's on fire. He's like, I just went out to get pizza. It's like, what happened? Okay. Happy? You're anxious because the web's falling down. Like you've created a web. You've created a pretty picture, but it's like there's holes in it. Like it. I want to be careful with the word lies because lies has such a negative connotation. This is more like they're telling me playful with the truth, playful with the truth, creative with the truth. It's more like letting people fill in the gaps themselves. Like they're showing me paint by numbers. It's like if you don't say something, again, Libra and Scorpio seem to be playing into this reading. It's like if you don't say something, people are going to put their own pretty picture up, which is better than the truth, because the truth is like ugly, the ugly truth. So you're anxious now because it's like that thing about if you pull a string, it all falls down. Like you pull one string, like have you ever like, sometimes you can pull on it, like with knitwear, you can pull on a thread and it'll kind of knot itself up more. But sometimes if you pull on a thread a certain way, like the whole thing unravels. It's like the whole thing's unraveling, which is causing you a lot of anxiety. And this person doesn't know what to do. They don't know what. Yeah, there's a vulnerability here. Ten of Earth. Yeah, it's like the security you've created, the temple you've created, the box you've created. It's like Jenga, right, or Kaplunk. Like you pull one brick out, the whole thing will fall. So did you build something on? You could have built something on insecure foundations because it was easier to do it that way. I've heard it was easier to. It's got that energy of like, have you ever done like a group project or I'm thinking of like high school, where sometimes, oh, okay, because I'm getting a lot of information. So it's got the energy of like, because I get it, because I'm, I think we're both cardinal signs, which means we can be a little bit bossy. I was really bossing group projects in school. It's like doing a group project or something where everybody has their own say. Everybody wants to do their own thing. And you're kind of going, you're trying to be diplomatic and you're trying to go, okay, let's hear your ideas. Let's hear your ideas. And like everybody throws their own ideas in, but at the end of the day, it's a big mess, right? It's like painting a picture, but everybody's using, you know, like one person paints a bit, somebody else paints a bit, somebody else paints a bit, and then it's like a big hot mess, like a Monet, right? That came through for somebody as well. Like it's almost like too many chefs spoil the broth. So too many chiefs, not enough Indians, something like that. So you try to do something, it's like you tried to do something somebody else's way. Like perhaps, you know, Capricorn, you're normally an energy that likes to take charge. You're normally an energy that likes to make the decisions. And perhaps you were in a situation where you gave everybody a say, you tried to do something very diplomatically, you tried to do something somebody else's way, perhaps a Libra's way, but it didn't work out because you were trying to please too many people. And I know, again, as somebody who's very indecisive and a Libra, although I like to be bossy, right? I'm a cardinal sign, but at the same time, I've got all this Gemini and Libra in my chart that makes me horribly indecisive. And my Cappy is Lilith, so like terribly insecure in my own capabilities, like imposter syndrome. Like sometimes people need somebody to steer the ship. Sometimes people need people to make decisions for them. Because again, like Libra, like Gemini, like drive yourself crazy with the oscillation. So it's like you drive everybody else crazy too. So it's like just with all the different colours, like all the different coloured threads. So maybe people are pulling out something. So a lot of people invested their own opinions, their own ideas into something. But then, like, if people pull out, like, the whole thing unravels. So it just has this feeling of, like, sitting on insecure foundation. So what's this indecision about and this insecurity and stuff over here? What's all this about? What's going on over here, please, for this person? This is really slow movement. I mean, it's really good because this person is very sure and steady, right? This person is like the turtle that wins the race, which is interesting. So they like to do things right. They like to do things steadily. They like to do things properly. Feels actually like your energy or Virgo energy now. It's like cross the T's, dot the I's. Let's do this right. Let's do it slowly. Let's do it, you know, again, you could be dealing with a Virgo as well here. Got double Virgo. This energy of like, don't rush me. Don't rush me because I want to do it properly. It's like we can do it fast or we can do it right. And if this person feels like the sort of person that sits in indecision because it's not like fire sign energy. So if you're dealing with somebody like a Sagittarius or an Aries, they can be very, very impulsive. You as well, I feel like, because you are quite a time is money, my friend energy. It's like, right, we need to make a decision here. Are we going A or B? And this is the sort of person who says, well, I need more information. I can't make a decision based on, you can't rush this decision. I need more information. I don't feel secure making a decision here because I don't have all the information. So yeah. It's got a bit of a feeling of like the ship's sailing without somebody because they're moving too slowly. Tell me about this energy. Yeah. Got a lot of major arcana and important cards here. So okay, I'm just going to pause and take a second to figure this out. Hold on. I just need another probably need another card on that death card. Right, with the world card there as well. You've definitely learned a lesson. Feels like there's something that you're closing, something that you're ending. Again, going back to the stuff that I got at the beginning of the reading, you know, something that's toxic, it just doesn't work. You keep giving it chance after chance, and it just doesn't work. So it feels like with the Chariot, this is a card about taking charge. Like it's almost like you're coming in. It's like there was a situation, Caps, that it's kind of like you gave everybody else the reins, you let everybody else take the. It's kind of the energy of like, I'm getting the situation of like, you're very good at being in charge. Like when you're in charge, things are successful. You do make decisions, and sometimes it's like the energy of like, say you were doing like a group project or a team project, or you were the boss of a project, and it's like, listen, when I make decisions, like I'm very, very skilled. I know what I'm doing because you're Capricorn, right? I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm going to make decisions that people don't like. And then it's like, but everybody's always nitpicking. Everybody's always pulling at threads. Everybody always wants to have their piece. And it's like, look, this is what I create. I create the 10 of Pentacles, right? I create the stability. I create the security. So it's this energy of like, right, fine. You know, I get the feeling of like, you know, people didn't, or just nitpicking, like people saying that you're doing the job wrong, or like everybody wanting to have their piece of the pie kind of thing. And you're like, right, fine. You all have your input. You know, I'm going to stand back. I'm going to let you all do it. Kind of like a teacher, right? Like scaffolding. I keep bringing this up, like scaffolding. You know, I'm here if you need advice. You know, here's all the paint. Here's the canvas. You all go and do your own thing. But then it's like, it's a mess. It's a mess because there's too many chefs, right? It doesn't work out. And so you've got a bit of I told you so energy of like the teacher coming back in the room, right? Or the parent coming back in the room and being like, right, okay, like you've had your chance. You saw that it didn't work. Listen, do you want me to come in and help you with this? Do you want me to come in and make this successful again? So the Chariot's like harnessing different energies and bringing them back together. So like, again, this could be like a group. It's like somebody's very, very conflicted, or this group's conflicted. They get to a point where they just can't agree. So it's like you come back in and like almost like as the middleman, and then like pull back the two energies, you know, to say, right, okay, here we go. This is a solution that, yeah, okay, it's not going to please everybody, but it works for everybody. Like, and it's coming in with the Ace of Cups. So it's not coming in resentfully. It's not coming in like, I am vengeance. It's coming in like, listen, this is for the greater good. I'm doing this with compassion. I'm doing this with love. I'm doing this with like that lovely Capricorn guiding hand of, this is what's like, let me take charge because it's best for everybody if I'm in charge kind of thing. It's like, listen, yeah, but it's like there is something that's ending. There is something, again, it feels like a trial project, like it didn't work. But again, with this kind of like lion heart energy, with the Strength card, it's like the noble leader, right? The kind, generous, well thought of leader. It's like, you know, it's kind of like maybe you would call like a bit of a dictator. Like, you're not listening to people, you're being a dictator, and you're like, I don't want to be seen that way, so fine, okay, we'll do the democracy thing. We'll do the thing where everybody gets this, you know, to say, and that didn't work. And then it's like, look, you know, I don't want to be seen as like being tyrannical or a dictator, so I gave you all a chance. But do you all see now that like, I am doing this with my lion heart. I am doing this with this, like with the rose in his hand. It's like, I am the best person to lead the project. I am the best person like to do this because I care about everybody involved, you know, but sometimes a king has to make tough decisions, that kind of energy. There's more Libra there, Daughter of Swords. Right, let's, I don't know why I'm going to put your cards back in. I kind of want to see if any of them come back out on the other side. On the other side again, the other side. Right, let's see. Let's see what's going on over here then. Like, I get this energy. I get this energy of like, because I overthink. Because again, there's so much Libra and Gemini in my chart. It's you can never make a decision because there's always new information coming in. Like, unless you have all the information, you and you take the time to go through it. Like, so it's the sort of person who like, they want to read the small print. They want to read the instruction manual, right? Like they want all the information, and it's like they can't be rushed into a decision. So like sometimes you do need somebody to just be like, make that decision for me, right? And then the responsibility is not in my hands. There's the spider web. Okay. What they've got, the spider web. This person, they are very committed to long-term things. They really want that spider web to be perfect. So they take the time with it. The thing with the spider is they make the web every day and they take it down every day. If you see a spider web left, then the spider's probably died or got lost, right? So the spider puts up the web, they take it down. They put up the web, they take it down. So they do this something every single day, over and over and over again, and then they become an expert at it, right? This is somebody with the messenger of earth as well. Very Virgo, you've got a lot of Virgo here, but it could be somebody Virgo, Libra cusp, or like that in the chart. It's like I get to be the Empress because oh, it's Penelope. Sorry, I was getting like Ariadne and stuff, which there could be something in this as well. So I don't know if it's Ariadne or Arachne. I get the two mixed up, but the one that I'm talking about, she boasts that she's the greatest tapestry maker, right? She's makes the most exquisite tapestries. And then Athena comes down and she's like, oh, is that right? You think you're a better tapestry maker than me, a god? And they have a competition to prove it. And both of them make exquisite tapestries, but the Ariadne Arachne character, her tapestry shows all the gods doing all the terrible things that the gods do and think they can get away with. So, you know, Zeus turning into animals and having affairs with everybody, or, you know, I can't think what else they did. They did awful things, right? So, yeah, the Greek and Roman gods were not the best. So, and this is obviously very offensive. So, even though Ariadne Arachne actually wins the competition, her tapestry is better, more detailed, more impressive. She's punished by Athena because she offended the gods, and she's turned into a spider, and so she has to do the same thing every single day for the rest of her existence. She has to build her tapestry, build her web, take it down, build her web, take it down, build her web, take it down. But her tapestry is very, very fine. But I want to say it's not her, it's Penelope. Because what Penelope does is her husband Odysseus has gone off to fight a war in Troy, right? Iliad, and he's away for 20 years, I believe. I think it's the war itself is 10 years, and it takes him 10 years to get back home. The Odyssey is his journey home, the homecoming, Nostos, right? So Penelope has a lot of suitors. She has a lot of men who are interested in her, and you know, she doesn't want to give her husband's kingdom away. She doesn't know if he's alive or dead. She's not heard from him, so she's trying to delay. She's doing these delay tactics, and she says, okay, I will marry one of the suitors, but I have to but first you need to let me finish this. She's actually making a burial shroud for her husband. She's like, let me finish making this shroud, and when it's finished, I will choose one of the suitors. So every day everybody sees Penelope working hard at a loom, like creating this, you know, weaving at her loom. But every night she stays awake and she unravels it, so that the shroud is never completed. It's a delay tactic. So make of that what you will. Yeah, it's tricky energy. But I want to say, like, Penelope had a reason, right? Penelope had a reason for her tactics. She's called circumspect Penelope. She's circumspect. She's clever, right? She's wily. And she delays successfully until Odysseus comes home. This is no second chances, but it's also no closure. There's no closure. Something's not being revived, but it's not ending. Because this is a card about ending, and this is a card about second chances. So it's not, no second chances, not being revived, but also not ending. Again, it feels like this perpetual, feels like something perpetual. Not got the deck upside down. Not, there's no ending. There's no, it's not ending, but the could be an end to some sort of collaboration or not working together in the same way. So this is that team project. In the upright, it's like working together, everybody bringing their specific skills to the table. So it's like something like the project's not end. Either a project's ending, so it's not the same project being revived, like the project is ending, but it's not the end of the situation, or it's the end of a specific collaboration, but the project's still continuing. Something like that. The Magician, because the Magician makes dreams a reality. Okay, let's get you some advice. Reflection, stillness, water spirit, manifesting dreams again with the Magician. Manifesting dreams. And I like this card because it's got the two otters. And for me, two otters are like, they're like best friends. You're my best friend. You're a real bad bitch, right? Best friends, or, you know, they mate for life. It's like soulmate energy. Two of Cups energy kind of thing. And manifesting dreams. So again, there is something where there's collaborations, people working together here to make a dream happen, to manifest something. Reflecting pool, stillness. So somebody else got, I think again it was Virgo, got this thing about the swans, because sometimes I get like black swan energy, which is like shadow side, right? Shadow self, you know, the suppression of the shadow. And Virgo had two white swans. And I watched a movie after, I hadn't even heard of it until after I did Virgo's reading. But then I watched this movie on, I don't know if it was on Prime or Netflix, about, I think it was Prime, Birds of Paradise, I think it was called. And it was about these two ballerinas who were both competing for, you know, the same prize in this ballet school. I definitely recommend watching it. Birds of Paradise on, I think it was on Prime. But there was this image of them both dressed up as like white swans. Okay, so yeah, stillness, reflecting pool. Okay, what do we see? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Reflecting pool on the floor. Who is the stillness of them all? I don't know. As you stand on the soft moss at the edge of the forest pool, you can see your own reflection. A soft breeze ripples the surface. Again, this thing about the ripples, right, on the surface of the water, the vibrations. Your image wavers and shifts, only to return as the air becomes still. In the quietude of this moment, you tap into the internal source of your power. You watch as your reflected image transforms into the highest form of you. What beauty and grace. She's beauty, she's grace. What's that song? In stillness, your power emerges. Tap into your inner sacred witness to discover the dwelling place of your soul. In profound peace and silence, you can discover the truth of your being. If you are in pain, go into the stillness until you find the source. Resist the temptation to indulge in feelings of overwhelm, urgency, and emergency. There is always a higher truth. Seek it out. Your soul loves what is real and honest. In quietude, the truth emerges. Move past the bustle and chatter of life into sweet stillness. Allow the chaos of the outer world to roll off your back the way water rolls off the back of a duck. Surrender to it. Seek solitude to hear your voice of spirit, and serenity will follow. The spirit of the reflecting pool says, in silence you will find the dwelling place of your soul. Take time to move into quietude, and you'll uncover a vast store of insight emerging within you. In ongoing situations in your life, hold back. Take time to reflect before responding. Take time to reflect before responding. You could be thinking about ending something, and it may not necessarily be the right choice, or just don't end anything too quickly. But at the same time, let's get an advice song. Let's leave it up to Spotify to give us the answers, right? So maybe you just need a little bit of respect. Maybe, again, it could be like that, you know, a group project, people undermining you, perhaps, people disagreeing with your decisions. Maybe you just need, like, people to say, look, we respect what you do here, you know? I don't know. Okay. Don't judge me for my dirty screen. Let's get an answer here. Let's get some advice. Whoa. Help a Cappy out. What have we got? Oh. Are you a sponsored social worker, Cappy? Alright, unbelievable. Starman, David Bowie. Hopefully you saw that flash up before the advert came on. Because I do like... I'm very, very genuine with my readings. Anything that I pull out is genuinely what I'm getting, either intuitively or, you know, whatevs. So, yeah, Starman, David Bowie. Again, that's that kind of King of Swords energy that keeps popping up in readings. Didn't know what time it was. I was thinking it bad. The lights were low. Oh. I leaned back on my radio, some cat was laying down, some rock and roll, a lot of soul, he said. Then the loud sound did seem to fade, come back like a slow voice on the wave of a phase. That weren't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our mind. There's a starman waiting in the sky. Let the children use it, let the children boogie. You had that in your last reading. I remember it made me cry, right? The star whale. When you're that old and you're that kind, you can't just stand back and let children cry. Yeah, do it for the kids, right? All right, I hope that was helpful for you. Do take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. You know, demand that respect that you deserve. I don't know. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Leave me a like if you liked or it particularly resonated. Leave me a comment if you're comfortable doing so. I really appreciate it. I know there's a couple of caps that do leave me comments, and thank you very much. Even though I don't always respond, I always see them, and I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. It's completely free to do. It's not like a subscription service where you have to pay for it. All it means is if you hit that subscribe button, you're more likely to see my videos and be notified if you hit the notification bell. So thank you to those of you who have been engaging with my channel in the past week or so. I'm going to go and find myself some more coffee, and yeah, take care of yourselves, caps. Don't let people knock you down, and if you do fall, what do we do? Caps, why do we fall? So we can learn to get back up again, right? Do take care. I will see you again soon. Bye bye, my lovelies. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Bye bye.